All right, Brady Miller here with goHUNT, and today I got Ryan from Warrior Fuel. So super cool to have him come down here. He's going to walk over the product line, and I've actually used quite a few of these myself. So I'm excited to hear from the expert himself diving into about why these will help us be a better hunter. So
right on. I think a lot of the things we're seeing over the last few years is that the gym is kind of intertwining with hunting, right, in the outdoors. Like everybody wants to be healthier, so when they're packing out an animal, go on these heavy hikes, it's not just trashing them early on in the season. So we'll run through these really quick. I think a lot of this is going to be explanatory. I formulated every one of these for like a step-by-step process, right? So you have like shredded pump is going to be your pump strength and energy matrix, So you're going to get like crazy pumps, some strength out of here. It's not going to hydrate you or anything, but it's going to get you through these grueling weightlifting sessions, You see a lot of guys using pre-workout on the mountain. I don't recommend it. And
why is that?
The reason I don't is because it's all about blood flow. Like this is all about blood flow and strength and a lot of stimulation. So when I'm hiking, my heart rate's already elevated. Okay. I don't want 350 milligrams of caffeine, in there as well. Then my heart's pounding. The other thing is, I don't know if you've ever been on the mountain and like your calves get so pumped up so fast. That's what that will do.
Okay.
So too much pre-workout is something you want to stay away from. So all your blood's not going to your legs, and you're getting that calf pump that almost like feels like you're cramping. So
that's good info.
Yeah, no, it's that's why I stay away from pre-workouts. That's why I say like a product needs to be formulated for the activity you're doing, which everybody thinks that you get a lot of these supplement companies that are diving into the hunting industry and just putting outdoor by their name, and it's like you can't take a pre-workout and just say, hey, use this for the mountain.
Yeah,
I don't think
things for the gym, certain things.
Yeah, dude, I just don't think it's beneficial. But then we'll go into the Elevate. Elevate is EAAs. About 3 years ago, research came out saying branched chain amino acids are worthless, and you need all 9 essential amino acids. So we have pharmaceutical grade EAAs with electrolytes in there, a delivery system called Astrogen, which we can dive into. It's probably one of the most expensive but useful delivery systems that you can get. And then this bottle right here is hers. This is probably one of our most popular pre-workouts because it's like shredded pump but mild. There's just not crazy stims. There's no neurotropics. It's just like a really healthy pre-workout. We have guys and girls that take that like crazy. A lot of our runners, just different people take that. And then I had gut issues for years, and so and still do have some gut issues. And so I was buying like $150 in products, right? Getting all this crazy stuff, and I was like, dude, I'm spending so much money. I'm just gonna take all these and put them in one. You have everything from digestive enzymes to fiber to probiotics to prebiotics, all this stuff in there. And I wanted to do most people with a crappy diet, they retain water, right? So they're retaining water usually between the muscle and the skin. And so I wanted a way to flush that out. And so we added some like celery root and stuff like that. And it really does it. You take that and within like 45 minutes you're peeing. Everybody's like, dude, I pee all the time when I'm taking it. So, and then there's a few things on here like glutamine, creatine that aren't displayed right here. But I'm a creatine fan. I take creatine monohydrate every single day of my life. I have my kids take it. I think it's such a beneficial product. But I'm not a supplement freak. Like, like I manufacture supplements, I formulate supplements, but I think a lot of supplements are placebo. One of my things that I hear a lot is like, I want to be a part of I want to have a complete line from protein to like you name it, fat burners, and I believe that a lot of that stuff is unneeded. Like especially for what we do, like hunters, dude, we're functional guys that are just trying to get strong and enjoy our activity out in the
that's like me. That's like all I'm trying to do right now is get stronger so that I can pack out animals a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's all I really want to do. I don't need extra stuff, fluff. Like,
and the older you get, you realize, like for me, I was a bodybuilder my whole life. I was in the fighting industry and the bodybuilding industry, and I realized the older I get, I'm like, do I need to shed pounds? Having muscle isn't functional, and it's it's a hindrance to a lot of things. And so I've been trying to lose weight. I've lost about 30 pounds over the last few years, and I realized that functionality is more important in health.
And that's what's crazy too. Like I'm the exact opposite. my body just burns calories all freaking day. Like I just constantly lose weight. Like I can eat food and I feel like I'm losing weight right there because my body just burns it. So like,
dude,
I have a hard
like
time
that.
like stacking on muscle. Like it's just gone if I stop working
Dude,
out.
I look at like pancakes and I gain 5 pounds. Like I gain weight like crazy.
Yeah. I want to know too, like, so I've used both of these two the last year.
Okay.
The flavors are the bomb.com to me. Like I could literally, I just want to like drink this like almost all day because like the flavors, I think it's like watermelon.
Yeah, that one is, yeah.
Yeah, just like,
Dude,
how do you figure out the flavor in that? Because that is so good. Like
it's one of those things where for the first few years of starting us, I wanted to manufacture from top to bottom. Well, when I started doing that, I hired flavor artists, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like always chemically and like I'm like, dude, I don't like it. And so I got online and I just looked up flavor companies and I saw in Vegas they were holding it was called FONA Flavor University. It was like a 5-hour course, so I went in and I just took the course, came back, started flavoring. Like literally, that's and then I could realize what was missing, right? So flavoring is something I love because it's I can have someone say, hey, I want it to taste like this, and it's like, boom, I can make it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's super easy for me to make things that I feel like are, desirable to other people. Yep. And I mess with a lot of my flavors. Like this Tiger's Blood flavor, I bought Tiger's Blood flavoring from a company and it sucked. And so I looked up what's in Tiger's Blood flavor and ordered all 3 of those flavors and made it myself. Like it's just like we have a new grape flavor. I added some lime too to make it like a lime Ricky. Like it's fun to mess around with them,
Because like back in Montana when I used to like just work out all the time, I was like 212 pounds. So I felt like I was in the best shape of my life. Like some of the flavors of some of the supplements I was taking, you're just choking them down. Like, oh, I have to drink this right now. Like, nasty.
Then you start flavoring like me and you realize, dude, these guys suck because I'm a nobody. I'm not a flavor person, right? But I can flavor it myself and make it legit. And the other thing is to be honest, like you think about supplement creation, right? So like, let's say that you wanted to start a supplement line, which this is how it happens. They go to a manufacturer. The guys that are making the formulas and the flavors are usually guys in that are making $15 an hour. Like they don't work out, they don't take it, they don't care, right? And so they're just putting together what's popular out there and selling it to you. Mm-hmm. For me, it's like if I'm taking it, if like my close friends, my athletes, my family, if they're taking it, it's going to be the best of the best. I'm going to get the best ingredient. If it's a beta-alanine, I'm going to find the most pharmaceutical grade pure beta-alanine on the market. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, dude, is like cost. You look at like a excuse me, like a product, right? Like it's not that expensive. And so when these dudes are like making these products and they're going to third party and they're pinching pennies, I'm just like, dude, I'm getting the most expensive EAAs on the face of the planet, and it's still not that expensive. But you guys have to go cheaper. Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
The best of the best.
One of the things I tell everybody, say, take the BCA or the EAA you're taking, put it in a plastic bottle. Take mine, put it in a plastic bottle, shake them up, let them sit. And if there's all these floaties and nastiness, like in yours, don't drink it. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because if there's all these impurities in there, everything is filtered through our organs, right? Mm-hmm. And those get clogged up with impurities. So, anyway.
That's a lot of good info right there.
Yeah, dude, I can go on, but no, it's interesting, dude. I think we're in a really weird situation in supplements because I think supplement companies prey upon insecurities, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, you're depressed. I have a supplement for that. It's like, oh, here's a supplement for PMS. Here's a supplement for this. Here's a supplement for that. And
Too
it's
much.
Like, dude, you don't need a pill for every emotion and pain. It is an absolute fact that joint pills do not work, right? And I see them sold by the millions. Yeah. And the thing is, it's your diet, it's inflammation, it's a lack of stretching, foam rolling. You're not going to take a pill that's going to heal your quad tendons being too tight because you're too lazy to stretch. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I want to. My whole thing with supplements is to come across like, guys, like they're supplements. They're not miracle pills or miracle powders, right?
Yeah,
like,
so you got to put the work in.
Yeah, dude, you got to put the work in. You got to care about health, right?
Yep.
Dude, every ailment that we have, like when it comes to pain in the joint, comes from inflammation, right? So work on that. Don't think you're going to pop a pill and it's a placebo It's all it is. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't come out with products that don't work. Like if it's not proven, we're not gonna put money into it and time into it, pre-workout, you also see a lot of people like shotgunning it, like dry powder in the mouth. And quite a few years ago, the German Olympic Committee came out and with this long study saying that you should start consuming caffeine an hour before your activity to stimulate the nervous system, to get all the nerves firing to the muscle. So what I recommend guys doing is taking a heaping scoop of whatever pre-workout they're drinking and start drinking it 30 minutes before their workout. Maybe drink only half of it and then drink the other half as they're getting into the gym. So pre-workout isn't something you should shotgun in your car, right when you're going to the gym.
So I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, dude, stop snorting that pre-workout. No. The other thing is EAAs. So everybody thinks it's a recovery product or that it needs to be in your system before you work out. Now, that's not a bad idea, but it's not the best idea, right?
I've been using like after I work out.
Yeah, no, after is not bad either, but the best time to utilize essential amino acids is during your workout. So you got to understand the ones we use are pure as can be. They're going to enter the bloodstream upon drinking them, okay? And we have a delivery system called estrogen in there, and that what that does is it allows them to literally just go right into the bloodstream, okay? So as you're tearing down your muscle fibers, you're going to be rebuilding them and adding all the electrolytes. You're not going to cramp up and stuff like that. So I recommend everybody halfway through the workout start drinking their EAAs and finish it at the end of the workout or at least a few minutes after, because then you want to go home and eat, And everybody asks why we don't do protein powder, okay? So Harvard came out with a study about 6 years ago talking about whey protein, which is the most popular protein out there, how 70% of people can't digest it, I'm one of those guys. I was taking it because I was trying to be jacked for years. And it was one of those things where I'm like, dude, why am I bloated and I can't eat for 5 hours, And so a buddy of mine was a research specialist, said, stop your whey protein, dude. Anything with whey, stop, because it's made from cheese and it's highly processed, no matter grass-fed or whatever. So I stopped it and all my bloating went away, okay? So we don't use whey protein because a lot of it just gets crapped out, to be honest, EAAs are way better for you, and any and all people can drink them. We would like to come out with a specialized protein down the line, maybe a salmon, egg, beef protein, something like that. But we'll stay away from whey forever. Like we'll never come out of the whey protein due to how it destroys the good bacteria in your gut. But that's protein powders. And I also believe, dude, what do we do for a living or for a hobby? Is hunt, right? Like
you have a lot of good quality meat.
Yeah, dude. So we need to be, make jerky, do whatever that's more accessible, and eat your protein, eat whole foods. We all know it's common sense, right? Like if you eat healthier, more natural whole foods, it's always gonna be better than a powder. Always,
Is there one product right here that you would say is like maybe a little more, essential to be trying out?
Absolutely. I would say not everybody needs stimulants, and this is like your performance enhancing, right? Like the beta alanine, everything in here is just going to amp you up and make you stronger. This is the essential thing. Like this is actually the building blocks of muscle and recovery. So I would say EAAs are the most essential and important product that we make. Again, everybody likes to feel amped up, that's why
it's a good feeling to go to the gym.
And dude. So that's why the pre-workouts are the most popular. And then I think this is our number one selling product because so many people have gut issues now, and so I have women that will buy like cases of it, and people that when I'm out of it, they're like pissed, like, and I'm like, there's nothing I can do, So it's one of those things where I think when we have our guts bloated and nasty, we feel gross, right? And so that's why everybody loves this. Why? By research in science and years of working with athletes, I think everybody's under mineralized and they don't get enough real amino acids in them. And so that's why I tell everybody, you need your minerals and you need your aminos,
What about like, I go to the gym, I just want to go on like a big nasty run for a while.
Yeah.
Would this product still be good for that?
Yeah, dude. If I was doing that, I would take Elevate, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and then I would take both, right? So like when I'm hiking, and I know I'm hiking all day long, I do 2 elevates and a scoop of this and a big Nalgene bottle, and I'll sip on them for like an hour and a half. So you never want to just throw things down.
Yeah.
Elevate you can, because it will get in your system, but with this, you want that like trickle effect,
Okay.
like almost like an IV, just like slowly
go through it.
Yeah. So
And I know we're going to talk about stuff in the mountain later, but could you actually take this with you in the mountain?
I do, because you like mountain houses and peak refuel mills,
yep.
they stop you up, bro.
Oh yeah.
And so I might not take all 3, because depending on the person, I might take 1 or 2 just to kind of like feel good and not bloated.
So 1 to 2 like per day.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People will like see 3 and they're like, dude, I got to take 3. And I'm like, dude, try it out. Try 1, try 2.
Yep.
But
everybody's different.
Yeah, they're all natural ingredients, and they're just going to help you like move through stuff, digest stuff. They're going to really it's going to kill the bloating. So I take those everywhere I go. They're in every car, everywhere I go.
Would you take them like what time of day? Morning?
I mess
middle
around.
of day?
I'm an experiment. Like that's the thing, is what a lot of people don't understand is, dude, I'm like my own experiment on all this stuff, right? So with that, I've done empty stomach morning. I love it at night, but then you wake up and you take a big dump right when you wake up. So depending on the person, right? Like I like to wake up and be cleaned out and then go to the gym. So it all depends. I've eaten a huge meal out with like some business guys or whatever, and then I'll bring those with me, throw them down right after the meal, and I just did digest everything, and I feel amazing. So if I was saying, if you have a lot of gut issues, I take them right when you wake up.
Okay.
Like if you have a lot of gut issues. If you don't, and you want them more just to like digest and stuff, I would take them either after a meal, at night, whatever you want to do, or break them up. You could do 1-3 times a day.
So that's the run through of what you call like in the gym products, right?
Yeah.
And like I said before, these 2 have been my favorite, but you might have convinced me to
You'll love that.
get the healthy gut.
You'll love it.
So what I've appreciated of it is just like the research and the science behind this. And Ryan and I talked on the phone quite a bit, and just like the level of geekiness you got in your head is like super appreciated towards the whole everything you do here. Like I said, research, science behind your product, best of the best ingredients. Like that's what I want in my body.
Yeah, no, it's this. Our stuff is made for those who truly care what they put in their body, and that's what it is. It's just the best that we could possibly create.
And these are available in the goHUNT Gear Shop right now. So check it out. Link in the description down below.